Welcome back to Learning Hacks, everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at 2 by 1 multiplication. Probably one of my favorite areas of math to teach. And we're going to be taking a look at how to make this easier. Before we begin, I want to say be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Any little thing that you could do to help grow the channel would be helpful. If you like seeing these little math videos where it breaks it down and I try to make it easier for you, well then by all means, smash that subscribe button. All right, 2 by 1 multiplication. Like I said, I really do like teaching this. I think it's pretty straightforward, and I like seeing students be able to grow in their understanding of this. So if you're in class and you think, man, this is hard, don't worry, you'll get better at it. Just practice it. Okay, so the first thing I tell students to do is to kind of treat it like it's a addition problem, only in the fact that we're going to have to carry, okay? So really, it's just pretty simple steps that you just have to put in the right order, okay? So first things first, what we're going to have to do is in 44 times 3 is we're going to have to do 3 times 4. 3 times 4. Well, that would be 12, so I have to carry my 1 and put my 2 below, just like I would in addition, okay? Now I need to go 3 times 4. 3 times 4, well, that would still be 12, but I have to add the 1 that I carried. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the 1 that I carried would be 13. Boom, 132. All right, and just review, multiply. If you carried 1, you have to add it after you multiplied. I always tell my students to multiply, then add. Multiply, then add. Okay, let's take a look at 35 times 2. Again, if I have to carry, that's fine with me. We'll split it up, and then I'm going to multiply, then I'm going to add. All right, 2 times 5 would be 10. Okay, so I split it up just like I would if I was adding. And now I'm going to multiply 3 times 2, or 2 times 3. 2 times 3 would be 6, plus the 1 that I carried would make it 7. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 would be 7, excuse me. All right, pretty straightforward. Okay, let's take a look at 2 more. All right, so I'm going to do 7 times 4. 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 28. 28. All right. I had to think on that for a little bit, so what did I do? Well, I skip counted in my head. Boom. 28. 7, skip counting, the fourth number is 28. 28. I split that up. You don't have to skip count, but if you get stuck on your math facts, you can. I would encourage it. I encourage it with my students. Okay, now we have 5 times 4. 5 times 4. Well, that would be 20, but I have to add the 2 that I carried. That would be 22. 22. All right. Looks good. We multiplied, but then we added the 1 that we had to carry. Okay. Let's take a look at this guy, 86 times 4. So it is a bigger number, but don't worry, the steps are going to be the same. And again, if you are stuck on your multiplication facts, what you can do is skip count. 4, 8, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. We'll do one more. We'll go all the way to 36. Okay. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Okay, well, 4 times 6. 4 times 6. Well, I know that that's 24, but let's prove it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? I know that students sometimes can remember the steps, but they just have a hard time with their math facts, and that is fine. All right, 6 times 4 is 24. All right, yep. Then we do 8 times 4, which is 32, but I have to add the 2 that I carried. 8 times 4 is 32, but I have to add the 2 that I carried. Well, that would make it 34, because 2 plus 32 is 34. Okay, I really do like this. 2x1s are pretty easy. The tip I would tell you is just multiply. If you have a number that you carried, just like addition, you have to add that to your answer of your addition. Okay? All right. Hope this video helps. Please be sure to subscribe, and then keep a lookout for other problems that I'm going to, other types of problems that are going to be uploaded pretty regularly. All right. Thanks. Bye.